Well, the gun shows will go on at the Travis County Expo Center.
After weeks of discussions, Travis County commissioners backed down from the idea of canceling their contract with the Saxit Gun Show. They say it is because when it comes down to the law, they had no other choice. KXAN's Chris Sadeghi joins us live with more on why their hands were tied.
Well, because according to the commissioners, state and federal law are already in place. So they'll honor the contract for the gun shows, but doesn't necessarily mean they'll like it. What a difference a week makes. Last week, the Travis County Commissioners seemed poised to end gun shows at the Expo Center, but Tuesday they unanimously voted to honor their contract with Saxit.
Well, it's disappointing but not surprising considering the events of the past week.
It was the comments of Ed Scruggs last month that led to the entire discussion, one that brought lawsuit threats from the Attorney General Greg Abbott. Commissioner Sarah Eckhart said the vote was about one thing.
I am supportive of this motion today in that I think it's all that the law allows us.
State law and federal law handcuff just how much action city and counties can take when it comes to gun sale regulations. To Ed, something's wrong with that.
These are our public facilities. We should be able to control what happens in them.
Abbott applauded the commissioners for their decision and urged Austin to do the same because it's the law. But Judge Sambisco said Abbott's lawsuit warnings had no influence on his vote at all.
It didn't affect me at all. Actually, I never read them. My only response was that I thought the state had more important things to do.
Now, the motion does call for discussions with Saxit about the background check concerns. As for if they'll renew the contract for the gun shows in 2014, Bisco says that will depend on how the conversations with Saxit go and if they can come up with solutions to cure some of those concerns that the commissioners have. We're in the studio tonight. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
Well, as Chris mentioned, Texas Attorney General Greg Abbott did warn commissioners that Travis County would likely face a lawsuit if they went forward with a gun show ban. It's happened before. Back in 1993, Houston passed an ordinance to restrict gun shows on city property. It required gun sellers and the people attending the shows to sign a form to register guns in their possession. The ordinance also seated gun sellers forced to remove the firing pins or install trigger locks on the firearms at the shows. Federal court later overturned that law, saying Texas state law prevents cities from regulating gun sales.